Hey guys, Shadney back with another process video, and today we are working, sorry, that's the dog. We're working on a really old photo of India for her first St. Patrick's Day, and she was 2.5 weeks old at this time. She was teeny tiny baby. So what I'm doing is I want to emphasize, or I wanted to use the pack of rainbow doilies. Sorry, my brain's not really all there. Haven't done a voiceover in a while, so I wanted to use the rainbow doily pack, and so I just took all of them and cut them in half. I tore this music note paper just so that it was a strip probably about 5 to 6 inches wide. And then I went one doily at a time from the bottom working upward and just stitched on my sewing machine straight across the doily. So I started with that navy one, I stitched, and then added the next one and stitched till I got to the top. Trimmed up all those strings off camera because that is really boring, and then used tear tape to adhere that whole thing, that whole strip down. The green striped paper in the background is from Felicity Jane. It's from some paper kit. I love Felicity Jane's papers, but I mean, all their products, but I never pay full price. I always wait until things go on sale or you get extra discounts or free shipping or anything like that and buy them like that. I had placed a big order at Black Friday and got a bunch of their paper packs for like $3 to $4 a pack. So this is one from that, and that green was the exact color of the green in this photo. So now I'm going through and just picking some papers. This one is from a birthday collection actually, but it's got that pale pink and that pale orange and just a little bit of gold text on it, and I wanted to include that just for the gold, and it's not going to be very much, so you're not going to see like what it says because it says happy birthday, but you're not going to see what it says. You'll just see that little bit of gold and with that pink. And then I have just a plain white tag. I tore the bottom off just to give a little bit more texture and like line it up to the right size to back this photo so it wouldn't overlap up off the page. I am adding some fun foam back here, and again using tear tape. I have recently just decided I love tear tape, especially this 3/4 inch wide tear tape. It's from a Cherry on Top, I think, and then I'm just using fun foam to adhere that down. And if you haven't tried tear tape, it does take a little bit more effort because you have to peel every piece off, but it does stick so well and you don't need as much. It also sticks really well to the fun foam, so it makes it a little easier. Of course, I'm going to add some white twine, little baker's twine, to the top of this tag because we can't have the naked tag holes. Those are bothersome to me. And so we have to have some sort of bow or tie or knot or something. So we just did a simple little bow. I was going to use a different color, but I thought the white really was better because it didn't draw a whole lot of attention up to the top of the page. And it was hard for me to balance out what I needed, where color needed to be, because like what color needed to be around the photo because there was so much color underneath and I wanted to emphasize that rainbow down there, so I didn't want to draw a lot of attention up to the top with more color. So I pulled out the wood veneer set that has love, and it has a peace sign and a shamrock and a heart in it from the shop, and all of those things should still be available. Link down in the description of the video if you are interested in anything. And I used, these are like it's like the outside part of the Stampin' Dimensionals, so it's Stampin' Dimensional foam. We call it the bones of the sheet of Stampin' Dimensionals. So it's just like using pop dots to pop it up just a little bit. I like doing that, especially with larger wood veneer pieces, because I feel like also with larger chipboard pieces, because then it has a little bit more give to it when you're turning your pages and such. It's not as stiff on your page, and it's less likely to like pop off or anything like that. So, and also with wood veneer, the longer you have it, and depending on your temperatures and your climate in your area, your wood will react differently, and sometimes it will curl up a little bit if it's not stored completely flat, or if there's like a lot of moisture in the air or something like that. And I think in my opinion, the fun foam helps that, or the dimensional foam helps that when they're larger pieces, that it has a little bit more give so that it can hold it flat without chancing breaking it or anything like that. So long story short, sorry, I pulled out the U from that thicker set, and I just thought the gold emphasized the gold in St. Patrick's Day with the rainbows and the gold and the green and all of that. And it pulled just a little bit more of that gold into the layout. And then I pulled out a couple little, what are those called? Labels, sorry, from this Freckled Fawn sheet. So I wasn't sure at first how I was going to embellish this, but then I decided I really wanted to embellish it like color on color, tone on tone. So like all the red, anything that would be red embellishments will be around the red doily, same orange, yellow, blue, all the way down. So right now I'm going in and adding some of these labels, and I'm just, again, coloring them tone on tone. The only one that I didn't do that was that rainbow one, but that is totally fine. It's right there between the red and the orange, so it kind of works because it's got red and orange in it. It's also got the blues, but it totally works. It's fine. Once I get all those labels kind of down there, and I'm working all the way down both sides so that it has a good kind of back and forth to keep your eye moving all the way down. These are just heart stickers from Pretty Little Studio, and I'm just using some of the colors to coordinate. And I did the one at the top, this section at the top where those hearts are, I'm going to keep those in kind of like a pinkish tone because it kind of ties in that pink from the photo. And the next logical place from red would be to go to pink. So, and it also, the pale pink won't distract a lot from the rainbow down below. So it's not like a completely separate thing. It kind of helps, in my opinion, it'll help flow it together. This stamp set, I think it's from Feed Your Craft. I am not 100% sure. I can't remember, but, it's got all these really cool textures and stuff on it. And these are little plus signs, and I just used a gold, pigment ink pad to add, just to give some texture. It's kind of like using it for controlled splattering. So, and just gave a little bit more texture in those areas. And then also tied in that gold as well. Then that top was kind of sticking up, so I'm going in with glue and just adding it down a little bit better. And then from here, I'm going to go in and add the embellishing. So the first thing I pull out are some phrase strips, and these are from Pretty Little Studio as well. They had a sale, I think it was at Thanksgiving or maybe right before Christmas, and I'd bought a bunch of the word strips from them. They have really, I love their word strips and their little tile alphas. They're kind of thinner, like the sticker paper they're printed on is kind of thinner. It's not like the heavy cardstock, but I don't know, I really like them. So this one is just has all the different colors, so I kind of tied those together, and again I'm just embellishing tone on tone, and I think it really just keeps your eye moving across the page and kind of, I don't know how to explain it, kind of gives you like it gives it some structure without, so it's not just like a sticker sneeze everywhere. The color staying together, it's very purposeful in my opinion. I don't know. And then I'm just going in and I'm trying to make sure, of course, that the phrases coordinate well enough with the photo. But I also go in and add a few more at the top that are a little bit more of that coral color, like a darker coral, just to kind of tie it up into that pink at the top. I pulled out these little puffy stickers. These have been hard for me to use. They're Paige Evans, and I love her collections. I always think they're really pretty and fun and stuff, but the images, I have a really hard time using things that aren't hearts and stars. I love hearts and stars, and if it's not that, I just have a hard time using it. So I tried to incorporate as many of those. I'm trying to use those as much as possible, just to tie in. And I've decided that's one thing I've been working on lately too. I, of course, have a bad habit of buying things because it's cute, but I've been trying to be really conscious of what I use and not purchasing things that aren't what I tend to gravitate towards. So things like those puffy stickers that have all random shapes and stuff, I don't tend to gravitate towards those. So I have tried to keep myself from buying stuff like that in the past 6 months or so. I pulled out just some brads, and these, I just pulled out the colors that kind of coordinate. There's nothing super special. There's not like little images or anything really on them. They're just to add some more of those colors down throughout the rainbows. And then these are some LE Studio puffy hearts. And again, this is one of those things that I'm trying, like I bought purposefully because it's something I know I'll use a lot of. So I bought a couple packs of these hearts whenever I got them on sale. And yeah, so I'm, again, tone on tone, color on color, and just adding them around. I'm also trying to be conscious of not putting, okay, so in my head, this sounds really dumb, but I don't like things to be directly, if you have like a horizontal and a vertical line, I don't like those things to be exactly lined up either direction. So like you can see the red heart, if you go straight across to the other side, the orange heart is down a little bit. If you go from the orange heart down to the teal, it's over to the side a little bit. So they're not directly in line with each other. It sounds dumb and it's way overthinking the whole process, but that's how my brain works. So I feel like that gives it a little bit more movement, and it'll keep your eye moving more in like a zigzag kind of pattern down the page, and it won't just direct your eye from like one side to the next. It'll kind of keep you flowing. It sounds, again, I'm way overthinking it, but that's where I'm at. Then I pulled out these teeny tiny little half pearl pieces. These are in the shop. When I had ordered them, I thought they were a little bit larger. They are teeny, 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 tiny. So they're super fun to add in. They'll be great for like shaker pockets and stuff, but they're kind of a little bit harder to adhere down one at a time, like if you're wanting a specific color. If you had a crystal katana tool, that would be amazing. These would be perfect. I mean, that would be perfect for these. But either way, I'm just adding a little bit just to sprinkle in a little bit of color and just a tiny bit of texture and interest throughout that. And then somewhere I missed it, but I also added in a few little teeny tiny wood veneer St. Patrick's pieces from, it's like the St. Patrick's sprinkle set from the shop. And I'm going through, you could see me going through with the glue, like trying to figure out where I was going to add it. It looked like I added a bunch of glue, but I didn't really. I was just trying to figure out where exactly I wanted it to go. And then this is pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching. really appreciate all the love and following and everything, especially when I've been kind of in and out lately. I appreciate y'all still sticking with me and coming back and watching videos and everything. I don't know if I do it on camera, but I will go back and add the date. Oh, there I go with the Sharpie. And that's about it. Again, I really appreciate you guys stopping by. If you want to see more process videos, which I'm trying to get better about in the next little bit, I'm trying to be more consistent. If you want to see more process videos, hit the subscribe button and then hit like if you like this video, and that does help my channel get shown to more people. It tells YouTube that you're enjoying what you're watching, and it promotes it a little bit more. So I appreciate that. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Come back in the next few days and we'll have another video. Have a wonderful day. Happy scrapping. Bye.